President Trump seemingly remains fixated on what is now the official death toll in Puerto Rico from a hurricane a year ago. He's repeating his untruthful claim that the official death toll of close to 3,000 people was made up by Democrats to hurt him. Joining me now is House Democratic candidate and rising progressive star, pardon me, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. Her mother is from Puerto Rico, and she had family in Puerto Rico during the hurricane. Alexandria, thanks so much for joining us. The president continuing to send these tweets disputing the official government death toll from Hurricane Maria and blaming Democrats for inventing those numbers. I know this is personal for you. You tweeted that your grandfather died in Puerto Rico in the aftermath of the storm. I'm so sorry for your loss. Can you tell us what happened?
Well, I think what happened in my family is what happened to thousands of Puerto Ricans, where in the neglect and government inaction, there was so little response, so little connection. You don't know whether a hospital lost power. My grandfather was in a medical facility and he had passed away in the middle of the night. The people who pass away in these storms are the most vulnerable. They are children with illnesses, they are elderly, and when power is not restored, when infrastructure is not taken seriously, these are the first people who pass away in storms. And what we saw in Puerto Rico was a mass death of 3,000 people. It was the worst humanitarian crisis in modern American history. And many, many people impacted by this storm point to government inaction as the cause of death.
Now, the Trump administration will respond to comments like the one you just made by saying that FEMA was on the ground. They were doing as much as they could. The infrastructure on the island was already badly damaged because of years, if not decades, of neglect by politicians in Puerto Rico and the United States. What did you make of the president's tweets?
Well, I think first and foremost, there is a systemic issue here, and that is the modern-day colonial relationship that the United States has with Puerto Rico. Puerto Ricans are technically American citizens, but they do not have the right to vote. They are treated in completely different ways as normal American citizens are, and for that reason, you do have the chronic neglect of the island. And it is acute situations like this in which Puerto Ricans continue to be treated like second-class citizens. Puerto Rico was given a fraction of the FEMA recovery as Houston, for example, in Hurricane Harvey. We have Hurricane Irma, we have Hurricane Sandy, and this is not just an issue of the colonial status of Puerto Rico, but it is also an issue of us not treating and dedicating enough resources to addressing climate change enough either.
And when you say they don't have the right to vote, you mean they don't have the right to vote for members of the House that can vote on the floor, and they don't have two senators, because obviously they have the right to vote. I mean,
Puerto Ricans have no right to vote in federal elections. Okay. They cannot choose a president. They do not have a vote they don't have a representative vote in the House or the Senate, which means that they did not even have the capacity to choose for this president, yet they continue to suffer at the hands of this administration.